Oh,
Better?
yes, it is. We are live.
Good, 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 good. Excellent.
So let's check on LinkedIn, and you can check on YouTube, but we should be live on both.
Yes, let me check. So YouTube, directing Microcks. Yes, number 27.
Yes,
Yes,
perfect.
okay. Okay,
So
so
it's
we are
it's
live here.
it should yeah it is live now as well on LinkedIn. So
Excellent.
that's cool. Very cool. Happy that we have been able to launch the live stream this time. And I think, Laurent, I'll give you maybe tech details on what I've done, but it looked like that the secret key that we are using for streaming need to be updated each time.
Ah,
Maybe we need
okay.
just to copy paste it. So
Okay. So for each and every time, we need to go back to the Restream console
yeah, and copy the
and
secret.
copy the secret. Okay.
And in fact, I just noticed that because you can see the secret that is set up by default, and I check it out, and it doesn't seem to be the one I saw yesterday. And yes, I don't know where it's coming from, but I just copy past it, and now it was going live without any problem. Should maybe it's something
Okay.
that we're gonna report
And
to
when you
Restream
say the
because
secret,
the secret
okay,
key,
the one that is provided by Zoom or
no,
the one you
direct
get in the settings.
the one you get in the Restream settings.
Okay, okay, yes, because it used to be the same for a long time, and now maybe we are changing it each and every day. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but at least we have a solution now to the problem that occur more or less every 2 months, so that's cool.
okay,
So
good,
welcome
good, good.
everybody especially to people who going to see this live for this Microcks community meeting number 27, and as it's the first one of 2026, we wish you all the best and happy New Year's to all the community members, partners, sponsors, and all the people who are involved within the community. So all the best wishes, and thanks a lot. Let's keep going for this new year.
Yeah,
We've have pushed, by the way, a short best wishes beginning of the week. We are working with Laurent on a recap of 2025 with some information on metrics regarding what we achieved and what type of OKR we are following and stuff like that. So we'll keep you posted on, especially on social, when we're going to launch this new blog post on the Micro website. But as usual, we are doing our best to do a recap of the year, and it's always, let's say, funny to see some of those big numbers. And there's maybe one number, Laurent, that we can disclose because this one is quite amazing regarding the number of Microcks downloads.
yeah, exactly. So you want me to announce it or
Yeah, go ahead.
set you the
Let's make
stage?
some
No,
teasing
so
on this one because it's huge.
so just to give you some baseline, last year's the Microcks image. So when we are talking about the Microcks container image, we are talking about the regular distribution Microcks plus the Uber distribution Microcks dash Uber. And so last year the total of downloads was around 800,000. Okay, so less than 1 million. And so this year or last year, 2025, we just achieved 2 million 500,000 downloads. So it's yeah 3 times more downloads than last year. So it's really amazing how many times the image was pushed.
It's quite. I mean, for us, we are very happy, and on behalf of the community as well, that's a huge progress and a huge growth. and we monitor those numbers every month, and it keep growing, which is very very nice, and clearly demonstrates that Microcks is becoming mainstream and is used by more and more and more organizations. And it looked like that, all the test containers libraries as well, way to use Microcks in the CI, have jumped a lot as well with most of the organization who are using us. So that's a very good sign,
Mm,
and it's very positive, let's say, for the coming year.
excellent. Yes, that's
But
awesome.
again, we'll do a blog post on all those details, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe now we can also share and advertise something that is huge for us is the next KubeCon, because we are already working on it. Let me share my screen so then everybody will have will see what we are dealing with. This one, here we go. So next KubeCon Europe this time. After North America, we've been in Atlanta last year with Laurent, and we will be in Amsterdam the week of end of March for this new KubeCon. Very, very, very happy to go back in Amsterdam because just for the record, Microck story within the CNCF has started 4 years ago at the CNCF KubeCon Amsterdam. So back to the beginning of the story, let's say, and with all the growth and stuff like that, we will have a lot of information to share. We hope that we're going to be selected to have a kiosk as well. We'll keep you posted. In a Project Pavilion Village, we used to have a dedicated kiosk to showcase Microcks, and it's really a moment that we like a lot with Laurent because it's just a perfect way to exchange with the community. And as it's quite amazing, but we love that. It's also sometimes a way to discover new adopters. Last time in Atlanta, we've been on a kiosk, so people just come and say hi, ask for taking a picture, and then we just realize that it's a big bank in Brazil, another one in APAC, who is using Microcks within their development life cycle for years, and we never heard about them. So it's always amazing to discover people like that. But this time, we also have very good news to share. If you check the schedule, which is already online, and if you check our famous Laurent Brodou, of course, and here we will have a talk. Laurent will have a talk with Mathieu from SCORE. So again, two CNCF projects. We're going to demonstrate and showcase, let's say, the better together a value that we love and share, and how SCORE and Microcks can help and help to unify the UNO and OOTO loop, to as the title explained, to bridge the gap between the dev and ops. And that's a big challenge that we have. We know that we have in most of big organizations. And this collaboration with SCORE and then all the conversation with Mathieu on that topic are really, really cool. So we hope to see you all during that talk. All the details are already online, which is cool. We didn't know that it was on Thursday, end of the morning. It's a good time slot usually. So that's very, very cool. So if you are going in Amsterdam, say hi. Don't hesitate to contact us on Discord or DM on LinkedIn or whatever to schedule meetings. We love, love, love to exchange and chat with all of you regarding Microcks and the way it can help your organizations. Don't know if you have anything to add on this talk, Laurent, or your KubeCon expectation, because that's now I don't know how many KubeCons we have done, but more than 5 or 6 already.
Uh, should be something around six because, in fact, I think the first introduction of Microcks in the CNCF was 3 years ago in Amsterdam. And then after that, there was Chicago, Paris, London, Salt Lake City, Atlanta. So yes, it should be six.
Yeah.
So yes, here again, very nice talk with Mathieu. So we have to prepare it, of course. And also in the program, we should also have another talk by Harsh, that is a contributor to Microcks. So he should be now present in the official schedule as well. Yeah, so Harsh will talk about dynamic mocking for event-driven APIs. So also, of course, talking about Microcks and how it can be used for mocking Kafka, MQTT, AMQP, or also some Google PubSub messaging. Because here again, Harsh is talking with Anushka, that is from Google. So it's really cool to also have this second slot about Microcks in the event.
Yeah, that's amazing to have two official talks at the next KubeCon. We're going to
Yeah.
deal with a very important topic for Microcks. And regarding Google and Google PubSub, we'll have also some of the updates to share right after the
Yeah,
conversation based on
exactly.
the latest announcement, which has been released yesterday. So that's perfectly perfect timing. Also, something I would like to highlight regarding VCNCF. For the one who don't know, and that's a call to action to all our adopters, we can submit, some proposition to showcase end users' story during the keynote. And we have already solicited, some adopters that we know, some that have a very great story from our point of view regarding what we have exchanged with them, regarding the way they use Microcks and the problem and pains it helped them to solve within their organization. But if you check and if you see this recording, if you are using Microcks within your organization, we'll be more than happy to work with you and see if we can submit an end user story for the next KubeCon. And it's going to give you two pass for the KubeCon plus a slot if of course if the talk is selected, but a slot to talk during the keynote, which is, let's say, the biggest room and huge from a visibility point of view. And they're going to make as well and publish a case study regarding the end user story. So if you need more visibility, if you would like to help the project you rely on, feel free to contact us. We have January to work on that. I think ideally that need to be submitted by us, project maintainers. But that's something that we're going to be more than happy to build with any Microcks adopters who would like to showcase during the next KubeCon. So feel free to reach out. That's a huge opportunity. And I'm happy that CNCF is doing some advertisement like that, because that exists for each KubeCon. So to all the adopters, if you are in North America, for example, we will certainly, and at least we'll do our best with Laurent to go in the next KubeCon North America, Salt Lake City again, and we can submit another end user story. So this is happening to all KubeCon. So call to action for Microcks adopters. If you would like to showcase, put the spotlight on your story and your Microcks usages, reach out and let's work on it. I think that's it for KubeCon. That's huge for us. We already are working on it, preparing it. As Laurent said, he's working with Mathieu on a talk. Arsh is also working on that, and you're going to need to introduce our latest release that has been done yesterday. So that's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So regarding the other points that we can highlight today, as we discuss, Google PubSub, new changes and so on, and Laurent, a brand new Microcks update, minor release has been pushed
Yeah.
yesterday. So maybe we can have a conversation on the release note itself and highlight all the best goodies that are available now.
Yes. Okay. So, okay. So let me share my screen and find the correct window. Should be this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, basically here are the some highlights on the latest news. Hey, by the way, I just saw that Harsh is connected. Hi, Harsh.
Hi,
How you
Harsh.
doing? And yes, so just yesterday, or at least it has started 2 days ago, but it has been finished yesterday. We released Microcks 1.13.2 with nice announcement and fixes. And so you can check the full release notes here. So I think I'm just gonna go through the features, new features and the fixes. So basically we had Apurva that continue to enhance the things it has done before around live traces and around a better usability for Microcks. So typically now, you remember that we have support for drag and drop in the UI so that you can move your OpenAPI file to the UI and have it automatically import it. Now you can do exactly the same thing for URLs directly. So you can just drag and drop URLs or copy paste URLs to the UI, and automatically we'll have the import dialog that will pop in and that will propose you to import your file. So here again, depending on your setup, depending on your workflow, very easy to work and to import new stuff into Microcks. The second feature that has been added by Apuva is the ability to have a better formatting and collapsing in live traces. So I don't know if I will be able to, yes, to display this one. Yes, because typically you can see that we have very long traces and it could be a little bit cumbersome to go through all of this. And so we have this ability now to collapse things and to collapse stack traces. So previously all the stack traces were first badly formatted, but also not collapsible. So it was a bit a mess. So now everything is cleanly displayed within the live traces pane. So much better display. And the third features that we added, so is the support for Google PubSub in the Uber configuration. So we already had support for Google PubSub for a very long time in the regular distribution of Microcks. So this allowed you typically to use Google PubSub instance on your Google instance, but it doesn't allow us to easily use the emulator for Google Cloud. And so now that we've done this in the regular distribution, but also in the Uber configuration, it's way easier to just add a Google PubSub for Uber configuration. And the natural consequence of this is that you will be able to use Google PubSub also using test containers and Microcks test containers feature. So I will explain that in a few minutes.
And just maybe for Arsh, because first of all, welcome Arsh, but just before you join us, we showcase and the fact that you're gonna have a talk at KubeCon like us, and I think Sorry, we're gonna give you more work to do, but some new enhancement on Google PubSub, and I think that's one of the topics we're gonna cover with Anushka. So that could be great
Yes,
to integrate because that's brand new and very valuable, I think.
Mm.
yes, obviously, yeah. Yeah, thank for the shouting.
And so we also have a few nice fixes into this new release. So one that is also related in Google PubSub is that we just fixed some naming conventions, Google PubSub naming conventions that were not supported for the moment. So now whatever your topic names, whatever your queue names, everything will be supported into Microcks. And we also had nice announcements regarding the support of MCP features in Microcks in native mode. So MCP features are there since the 1.12 feature of Microcks, but unfortunately they were not available when you were using the native distribution of Microcks, the one that starts really, really fast. And so with this announcement, it is now also available into the native compiled image. So yeah, nice announcement. Also, way more integration tests for Google PubSub. So yes, display announcement, Google PubSub, and MCP feature support are the main things into this new release. And so, as a consequence, now that we have released the 1.13.2, we have also released a new version for the Microcks test container Java that is the 1.4.3. So this one was yesterday. And with two new features, the full support of Google PubSub using either a remote Google PubSub instance or a local instance that is executed using the emulator. And another nice thing that we also added is this ability to easily set up debug log level on the Microcks container if by any chance you needed to troubleshoot some more things. It's really now easy with this new method to set up the debug log level. And one thing that I can show you just right now is the new API we have to interact with Google PubSub. So if you want to have a fresh look at it, you can just go to the test. Here you will see, yes, if you check this, you can see that now we have also reorganized the different unit tests so that they are it's really easier right now to find some tests related to Kafka, to MQTT, to Amazon, to MMQP, and to Google PubSub, and to have direct access to those samples and how to use the library. And so typically you can see right here, I'm just gonna try to make this bigger. Yes, here it is. So basically, let's imagine that you want to have a local integration test and you can use the PubSub emulator container. Now you can also wire this container from the Microcks containers ensemble. So it's just creating a new ensemble and just using this Google PubSub connection, okay, connecting to your custom project, whatever the name, the emulator doesn't care about the name, and just here putting the connection string. So here you are reusing the PubSub emulator just right here, and by default the port is 8085, but you can dynamically retrieve it and put it here in your connection string. And so here you will have a Microcks container ensemble that is directly wired into the Google PubSub and that is able to publish mock messages, to also connect to realize tests and so on and so forth. So if you want to do some tests, things are really easy also. Just let me show you. Yes, so here, for example, you can say that yes, the endpoint you want to test is Google PubSub. Okay, my custom project. Here, the name of the topic, and you just have to provide this extra flag to say this is not a centralized cloud instance of Google PubSub, but here we are just using the local emulator to connect and to test things for your application. So here again, very easy to set up things both with the centralized instance or the one that is running locally thanks to the emulator.
It's
Oh, and
also
by the
the
way, it is a glitch. No longer local stack, but just pure Google PubSub emulator.
yeah, good point.
Pasting from over test.
It's also a very, very nice way to enhance the quality of test container for Google PubSub by using this emulator feature. So that's great. And it's a nice way to demonstrate that eating your own dog food, as some American friends are saying, is very powerful. So I hope that it can help some others. But that's I think that's a very, very nice move. And it was missing as well. So
Yes, everything's ready. Everything is now available on the different container images repository, also on Maven Central if you want to grab the latest version of the lib. So yeah, feel free to check it out and to send us feedback to just to say if you love it or not.
and it should come on the other library modules, certainly. I don't know if Sebastien is checking that part or not.
Yes, so this has only been done for the Java implementation of the Microcks test containers, but we have also other bindings with .NET, with Node.js, with Go. And obviously we challenge each other. So when one has a new feature in one module, we propagate them on the other module. So it takes time, but yeah, we have set up a matrix. So let me show you.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, we have in the official docs, if you check the references, you have now the test containers module. So we have this official metrics tracking the features that may be available on some implementation, but that may be missing on some others. And here I need to redeploy this because now WebSub is green Java, but not yet on the other one. So yes, basically we use this.
It's a nice way to let's say give opportunities as well for contribution. If you are using and rely on more test container for JavaScript or Go or any others, check it out and feel free to work on a PR on what is missing and what you need for your own usages.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I don't know if it's me only, but your mic seemed to be crunchy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Laurent's voice is breaking a bit.
okay. So this is actually a new setup. So let me check what mic I'm using at the moment because
maybe this one can be better. Is it better?
Yes, it's
me
way
too. Yeah.
better.
Okay, so strangely enough, the mic from my headphones is crunchy, but the one from the webcam seems to be better. Okay.
That's maybe due to the beer. I don't have this problem.
It can be too long beer. Right. Yeah, so it will just arrive in other modules in a few weeks. Yes, depending on how people want to see it live on the other modules. And I think that's it for the new stuff regarding the yes, the latest release.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other topic, Yassine, or any other questions?
There is some other events that we, especially one in February, that we can deal with.
Okay. But
But in any way, let's keep going on. Yeah, I think checking the
yeah,
latest issues and so on, roadmap for the next release or stuff like that. And
yeah,
Arsh, as
exactly.
usual, if you have any point you would like to cover, feel free to reach out.
Yeah. I'd like to, yes, to let's say to because it's time, this is the moment of the year where when you are building plan for the months to come. So I like to take time during January to reflect and to have a new deeper thought on our way of working and on our contribution process. And so basically, I'm starting to feel issues to try to improve this. So basically, we realized this last month as the project is growing that there was still a lot of frictions on how to push new contribution to Microcks. And I'd like to improve this. So typically, I've created this morning 2 new issues about, with new ideas. For example, adding pre-commit hooks for code formatting that is handled with Spotless, and commit signing that represent a lot of frictions for newcomers. So I think this part of the contribution process can be improved. And also I'm starting a new discussion regarding our branching strategy, because as of today we are developing new stuff in dedicated branches because we wanted to keep the trunk stable, because the trunk is hosted some sensitive resources like the Docker Compose file and also the Helm chart, and we can't afford having this one being unstable. But obviously, putting development in non-default branch brings some frustration and some friction regarding contribution. So I'd like to take the time to think about this and to receive maybe new feedback and new suggestion on how we can do things differently, how we can improve stuff to lower the barrier of new contribution into Micro. So if you have some times, if you have some ideas, if you are a former contributor who has been a bit frustrated about not seeing your PR easily accepted or refused because one or many different things, please take the time to read this, take the time to provide some feedback and to provide some ideas on how we can enhance things.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because we, especially I think regarding branches and next release and so on, the newcomers, let's say, usually push their PR in the wrong one. So we just ask them to redo it. Most of them are doing it, which is cool, but it's maybe it could be smoother. Yeah, you're right. And it's also coming from discussion with other project, because we notice that some of the projects are managing that in a different way by using a default branch, but not going to be as easy to move from one model to another. So let's open the conversation on that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You're right.
Exactly.
And also, I think all the brand new ideas and so on. That's something that we can tag in the planning and roadmap and try to give more visibility on what may come next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think the branching strategy is one thing very specific to the main repo because all the other repo are using the default branch, and that's okay. But yes, in the main repo, we both have parts that are moving very, very fast, like Java code, like UI code, and so on, and things that should also be much more stable, like the Docker Compose, like the M chart, and so on. So there is also maybe an opportunity here to rethink about how we can split stuff. So typically we have also a dedicated repository for the Kubernetes operator. I don't know if it's the best idea, but maybe we should do the same thing for the Helm chart and start to have a dedicated repository, but we already have a lot of repositories.
We are already EV multi-repo, so yeah.
Yeah. So on one hand, it is cool because it allows us to divide and to avoid pulling out too many stuff when we are pushing a release. But also it's a full ecosystem to understand and to before contributing. So yeah, so I'm open to any suggestion and ideas on how we can improve.
I think
So
like for the
here
branching
it's
strategy,
about
uh, we like I guess we have the right way. Like we are using version number and we are pushing PRs over there. Maybe like just the only problem is as we are making changes very oftenly. So the thing is very often the branch gets shifted. Let's say from 1.13.x to 1.14.x, and at that
Mhm.
time it make ambiguity for the new contributors, like on which branch they should have to raise a PR. So
Yeah.
maybe we can make that part to the, let's say we can use a dev or something like that branch, so which is a
Mm.
current branch, and then we can make that, let's say if whatever current version is, the dev branch is the development branch basically.
Yeah. Yeah. This
So I
is
think it can be done.
this could be a way to do things, just to rename things and have a development branch and maybe a maintenance one, and that's it. And just moving things from one development to main when we are releasing, and then synchronizing the maintenance on the main. And I don't know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
also the
when we
best.
are maybe for specific version, let's say 1.14, when we are archiving the branch, we can just archive the main branch as 1.14, and then
Yeah.
we can move forward for the next
Yeah.
development.
Okay. Yes, there is also another way of doing things, and that is for example, used by the Quarkus team.
Mm-hmm.
Quarkus team, all the development are done on the main default branch, and they are using specific versioning for that. They are just the version on the main is 999. Okay, so everything is 999. It's the development version, and they are putting out specific branches only for doing release.
Oh yeah, got it. That's
Yeah,
nice way also.
yeah, it could be a nice way as well, but I wonder how to make it work with things that are more stable, like the M chart. And also, I'm afraid that this way of organizing things would require a lot of people invested into mastering Git, cherry picking, and so on.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe it's much more appropriated to large teams when you can afford having one people dedicated to mastering Git commits and so on. But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
because
if we are that big.
yeah,
I
and it's
don't think so.
also I think a big responsibility and work to select all the stuff from the development branch that need to go in batch release should not miss and avoid anything, should be 100% confident that all the tests have been passed. So
Yeah.
that's a big responsibility and work. Today, I think the way we manage, I mean, from my point of view, the good point is at least you have all the issues which are tagged for a specific branch. So you know what to test, what to finalize, and what will be in the next release, which is
Mhm.
also pretty nice. So if the only thing that we, let's say, only, if is the point that we would like to do in a better way is more contribution onboarding and make it easier, let's try to not overcomplicate,
Yeah.
the release and the build image build creations as well.
Mm. Yeah. And maybe that's Sebastian that introduced me to Git pre-commit hooks because he set up pre-commit hooks on the test container.NET module. And maybe we can find a set of pre-commit hooks that, yes, put some nice guardrails and provide early feedbacks to the contributors so that even with keeping the current branching strategy, it would be easier for contributor to understand how things are working, to rebase stuff, to switch from one branch to another. So maybe we can also keep things as they are today, but enhancing the documentation and adding a set of pre-commit hooks that allows us to have safe guardrails and helpful guardrails for contributors. I don't know, to be honest. So
And can we use
we,
these hooks to set as a default branch, for example, which is one of the big pitfall?
yeah, or to just for some warnings if people are trying to commit to the master branch as they don't have to. I don't know.
Yeah, good point.
So
Maybe something to evaluate with Sebastian, because for me it seemed to be, let's say, like the check, but before you commit.
yes,
And if we can, let's say, maybe enforce some stuff, would be easier for
yeah,
contributors because they don't need to delete their PR, create a new one,
exactly.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly. And to be honest, as I'm not a Git guru at all, I will rely on Sebastian and some others that have experience on setting up pre-commit hooks and so on to see what it's possible to do actually. Because I have to
Git
admit
is a
that I
beast.
don't like Git. So that's it. I think it would be nice to to take the time of this year beginning to to improve that part a lot and to be prepared to receive more contributions in the coming months.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, and also talking about the roadmap. So this was something we talked about during the community call, the community meeting that was set up in December. But I'd like also to set up a dedicated meeting, maybe a dedicated community call to talk about the roadmap. So there are big topics that I'd like to put on the table as well. So, for example, discussions we started about managing OpenAPI callback and webhooks, bringing support to these features in Microcks. There is also a big one here about data contracts. Data contracts could be another integration style that we can bring support into Microcks, and it could lead to having a new component, a new minion dedicated to data contract. I think it would be the easy way to do this. So yeah, I'd like to set up sometimes end of January, beginning of February to have a dedicated conversation on that and to try to shape a roadmap for these big features.
And check the interest as well, because there's one open
Yeah,
for quite a while. We think that is great ideas, but we also need people to be involved in order to test it. And if they can contribute to it, because that's quite a lot of work and something that we don't mess with, because that's a lot of tests as well on this
yeah,
point. There's also new async bindings. We have had some requests and stuff, on that, and didn't move that much. So maybe the opportunity as well to think about what could be the next binding based on votes or interest from the community, like
yeah.
the IBM MQ and stuff like that.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, exactly.
I am starting working on the IBM Q. I
Ah,
Oh,
worked on
really?
for the.
oh,
Yes,
And
yes.
is it because you saw some use cases in your day-to-day job, or you have
No,
discussions
like
with
I
people
didn't.
who are interested in MQ?
I found like this issue was open for a very long time, so I
Yeah,
thought like it should be closed. And plus, like the work on this issue has been done by
yeah.
some person, but he left in between. So I tried to like complete it so like we can
Ah,
provide the feature.
excellent, excellent.
yeah,
Yes.
that's cool because that's something that we have had some requests from mainly FSI, big banks and people who are using that in production for legacy stuff and so on. But it's a hot topic and not
Yeah.
easy to do because you need to have the right environment to test it as well.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Yes, yes. So yeah, I still do think that there is a big use case for yeah, IBM MQ integration test, mainly yes, in companies that are using legacy stuff but trying to modernize, but still keeping their middleware because MQ is also largely used when you have open world to mainframe conversations taking place. So I think there are still a big use case for that, and it would be really interesting to have this one added to the set. Yeah, cool. And I think that's it for me. That was the topic I had on mind that I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah. I don't know, Arsh, if you have any other points or any.
I don't. I have one point. I got many requests for the LFX mentorship program and the information regarding that part. So if we can discuss on that part.
Sure, please go ahead.
So like I got the message from the lot of people. Are Microcks is the Microcks getting for the going for the LFX mentorship or not?
Yeah.
So I told like mostly like we will decide in the next review community meeting.
Hmm?
Yeah.
But so like, do you have guys any project ideas which we can submit?
So I think term one is closed already. So I
No,
think
no.
we are
Term one is
no
start just term one is just started.
just started for application.
Yeah, yeah. For the application for the proposal of the projects.
Okay. Well, just for because I didn't check recently, to be honest.
Let me share. Let me
Yeah,
share.
because I thought that the time frame was very short.
It's like the like last date for the submission of the proposal is 20th January.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah. So last year we had 7 mentees,
Yeah.
and it was a lot.
Yeah, it
But
was a lot.
so I think if we have to do it again, one error that we shouldn't reproduce is to have
Yes.
so many topics and so many mentees. But
I think
here the
the
main
thing is,
issue, yeah,
we can prepare a lot of topics, but then we can choose very few of them to submit for the proposal.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
because like it can help us for the next term as well. Like if we have this we got some topics like in some time, so like we can use them in the next terms as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
clearly. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a very good point, and I think we already all agreed on the fact that we should submit less project this time. Clearly,
Yes.
also see if some of us, like you, Arsh, would like to become a mentor this time, because that could be an opportunity as well. And then regarding the projects, that's a conversation we need to open. As we noticed on the discussion and so on, there's a lot of topics, but maybe some of them are, let's say, too tricky or complicated for a junior Monty to start with. We have had a lot of exchange and conversation in the past. You remember the Microcks hub being able
Yes.
to provide, ready to use sandboxes on some verticals and so on. That's something that it was a project last time, but maybe it's something we can reinitiate with a better scope, let's say. So I think that could be one of the project and idea. And let's think about the others, because I think we always said that we would like to redo it, but just with less project, let's say.
Yeah, like for the like mentor topic, I'm open for that. I'm ready to become a mentor. I just need guidance from one of you guys, else I'll manage the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, guidance for being a mentor, it's most of them, of course, on the project and so on, we can help you and support you, but most of them are coming from the CNCF organization, and you know Nat already, and you have
Yeah.
some guidance guidelines, time frame as well, to report, do some reporting, and work with your
Okay.
mentee, and work with the CNCF organization for the program as well.
Okay.
And it's not, let's say, rocket science. It's quite smooth, to be honest. There's just some specific time frame and schedule that need to be respected, especially if you would like your monthly to be paid. You need to do the review at really the right time frame. That's it. That's the most
Mhm.
important point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think,
Uh,
yeah, Laurent, go ahead.
yeah, I think maybe one thing that would be easy to do is to just create a dedicated Discord channel. Uh, we've had one previously for mentorship in 2025. We can initiate a new channel just to start discussing about what would be the subjects we can submit. What are the ones that can be easily shaped to yes to let a junior mentee explore some stuff and provide values through the realization of these subjects versus the ones that are maybe too fuzzy or too difficult to handle and to understand in these dedicated time slots.
Yeah,
So
because
I can do that if you want. I can create a new channel and we can start brainstorming here on
yeah,
the
but
different topics and the different way we can handle this in the coming
Uh,
days.
I don't know if we need a new one, because I mean, the one we have, we don't use it anymore because it was specific for the last program. So
Yeah.
maybe we can just rename it
Ah.
something like mentorship, and then discuss all the points regarding LFX, or maybe why not Google Summer of Code, sorry,
Yeah.
because we heard and we have had a lot of questions on that one as well. So maybe we can create a mentorship, channel dedicated to all of that.
Okay.
And regarding the topic and project and ideas, last time we have created a discussion for this purpose. If it's easier for people to contribute, maybe we can advertise that within that channel as well. Because what is important is to agree on the list of project and ideas, and a description as well, that we will submit.
Mhm.
And that's what we need to do in 2 weeks, if we would like to
Okay.
be able to be selected for term one.
Okay. So
Yes.
let's do that. I will close the existing LFX Membership 2025 Discord channel, and I will create a new one, Mentorship globally. And there we can start discussing about, yes, the different opportunities and subjects we may push on a mentorship program, whatever the umbrella and whatever the term. Okay?
Perfect. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And and Arsh, if you have, as you are co-owner of Microcks CLI, if you have any, sub project or anything regarding the CLI, you think that could be a nice, project for a Mentee, you are the best one to do this type of proposition as well.
Sure, sure. I'll try to find out some use case and all.
Okay, cool. Cool. And maybe Laurent, we can also ping Sebastian in case
Yeah.
he needs some help on, especially on Microsoft Aspire and all that stuff.
Yes.
Not sure if it's let's see, because it looked like that the Microsoft community is quite huge as well. We have had a lot of requests in some countries, so could also help Sebastian as well on
Yeah.
the repo he's taking care about.
Okay. Let's do that. Perfect.
That's good. And maybe just to conclude, I was dealing about another event that it's mainly dedicated to the French community. This one, where we will be present. It's named Cloud Native Days France. That's going to be February the 3rd, so in less than a month. It's a single day, but it's a very, very nice agenda regarding end users, a lot of end users story, feedback and so on from very popular organization in France. So that's going to be a great day. We will be present, Microcks, on the community area where the CNCF will have a booth. And if you check the partners, so that's all the big companies and so on who are sponsored, but also all some of our CNCF friends and local communities that we know pretty well that will be present during that event. So if you are in the area, feel free to reach out, feel free to register and grab a pass. And don't hesitate again to contact us if you would like to schedule a meeting and open conversation regarding Microcks. So that's more for the French community. Easier for us, that's not so far this time. And that's something that could be pretty nice because, let's say, the agenda is quite impressive. So that's it for me regarding for I don't know if I said it, but it will be in Paris. Sorry for that. Otherwise people from Marseille gonna flame me. All right, so I think that's it for this community meeting. Thanks a lot, Arsh, once again for your presence. And let's move forward on all the topic we discussed, and especially the LFX program mentorship. I thought that it was too late for term 1. If it's not,
Yes.
let's make it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah.
See you
Bye,
soon.
friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye.